Go.
How you doing, Brian King, UK Flooring TV? We're back over in Telford at Dan's place. We're with Dan, current UK Carpet Fitter of the Year winner. We've still got Paul Sycamore here from Yansa. We've kept him in one of Dan's cupboards for a week. Paul, how you doing?
Alright.
Right, Dan, last week went well, the knee pads. What we're doing this week?
Yeah, well, we got the main thing that most of us use. Well, all of us, I should know. We've got some knives here. We've got a selection of, we've got Brian's knives here. We've got Mozart Allegro, that is, isn't it? We've got this one that Paul's brought. What's that?
That's a Mozart knife.
There, just a Mozart knife.
Yeah, the Mozart S2.
Yeah, this is nice. We'll talk about that after. And we've got this that I see a lot on the American sites. They use quite a lot. They fit with them. I've seen them cutting in under there and fitting.
I think that's all they use. I think the Americans use a lot of. Is it Archon or Archon?
Orcon. Oh, yeah.
And what's that? Is that a gun latch?
This is a Gunderlac or whatever, however you pronounce it. Yeah, this is a Gunderlac. I've seen a crane one that looks the same as it.
Yeah. What blades do you use in those? You use the loop pile cutter blades.
The slotted. Yeah, they're what we call a loop pile cutter blade. Again, in America, I think that's what seems to be their main blade.
Standard, like, yeah. I think they use them like we use dolphins.
Yeah. So. And I've seen Ruben's videos, and he was using the dolphin type knife, which was a Stanley Titan. He got some of them the other day. I think that it turns out we're trying to use the Americans' things, and it looks like they're trying to use our things. So we're having a little swap over of equipment here. But actually, looking at that, and Paul's just said a lad uses them for cutting in underlay. It has that blunt end on the blade there, so you haven't got a point to wear off it. I expect it cuts underlay quite well, and you could have your blade out quite a bit so that you could spring up against the gripper and get a nice tight cut. This, if that took a hook blade, there's probably someone said they do it with the hook blade, that'd be ideal for cutting in vinyl for me. You don't have to lift the knife, it's got half the bend there. But that takes a slotted blade, and they call that
a utility knife.
It's a utility 535 carpet knife, yeah. So that's a Gunderlac one. Then we've got your standard dolphins here. This is a new colour, isn't it? This one.
Yeah, purple haze.
Yeah, that's so we got these in all the different colours, and then we got the knife at the front. What's that?
Marlin knife.
That's a Marlin knife.
Colours.
Yeah, and they've got nice like carbon fibre effect on it.
Yeah.
What knives do you use, Dan? When I started off, my boss got me the old Stanley knife with the screw in, and then I used that for a while, and then he bought me the old grey one with the screw at the bottom. What was it?
Yeah, interlock. Yeah.
And then dolphins come out after then. I used dolphins, and then moved on to Mozart.
Yeah. Well, I had the interlock was the first knife, and then I don't know whether these came out then after or they was around and I hadn't seen them. But then I've gone for a dolphin knife, and I've always used the dolphin knife. I did have that. I won that in the Fitter of the Year, and I have used that. That's a wolf knife, which looks the same as that. I've used that as well, so I've got that in the bag. I've used that now. I can tell the difference when I pick that one up for a minute, but I think in the beginning, when you start work, you are a bit fussy with your knife. You know your own knife. When you've done it for a few years, you can actually just pick up any knife, and within half an hour it's like you've had it for years. But I'm seeing a lot of different. I mean, that looks quite a nice knife to me. That's got the curve on it a bit, so if you're using a hook blade on that, I'd say that you don't have to lift the knife as high. You're a bit more in control of it. I'd like to have a go at cutting my vinyl in with that.
See, I can't. I use the Mozart. I have a straight and a concave with the Mozart for carpet, but vinyl, I can't get used to cutting vinyl in with it, so I use a dolphin for vinyl. But the Mozart, apparently they were made for carpet fitters. You know what I mean? With side cutting, it's made you light flat on its side.
So you've got it.
And then there's grooves and indentations in it where your fingers go in, and it apparently cuts it bang on.
Yeah. And I did hear. This has got it. Yeah, because it overlaps the blade with this bit here. a bit more when you've worn this out, haven't you?
It's an old one. Try and make one of these.
The aluminium bit there stops you from dragging the point of the blade, I think, on the wall as well. So I think when you're cutting from the side, I have seen someone using it on carpet, and they showed me that stops you from using the pointed part and scratching the wall. So I'm going to have a go with one of them, and I've took a liking to this. So I've ended up with knee pads today, and I might be ending up with this as well. It's probably a good day for coming out, wasn't it? Talk Brian into something as well in a minute.
How much is something like that, Paul?
The S2 knife, you're looking at 43.24 for that. Yeah. It's very similar to the Stanley interlock. It's a very similar size. It's straight. It's not a curved fit like
it's got a rubberized coating on it as well.
Yeah, and you've got room. You've got a bit more room than the old interlock for your blades as well.
Yeah. It feels like you've got something quality in your hand. That does. It's a nice little knife. I've always looked at these and thought, oh yeah, they're a nice shape and you can get them in your hand. Well, there's not too much to this, but when you actually get hold of it and you feel the quality of it, I think it's quite small as well. You could probably get it into a football match as well. So
the only thing what puts me off is the pouch. The pouch doesn't look. What would you do with that? Would you have to?
Well, the pouch fits in here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's designed to. So you've got the clear pouch on the Mozart. You push that into your holder, and that should stay in. And then your Mozart knife will then go into it.
Yeah.
Well, do you mean a Mozart like a leg row case? It fits into there.
So the casing you've got on it now at the minute, it will fit in. It will fit into there.
Right,
it'll grab it at the bottom. I don't push it into it though, because it might not come back out.
That's
it. You might be biting it.
So a lot of people think that is the casing for it, but it actually slots into there. So you use the same sheath as your leg row, or what you do with the S2.
Right.
Yeah. You can do it on the you can also do it on the Dolphins and the Marlin cases as well.
Right. The Marlins at the front, they look similar to the Wolf knives, which are very popular at the minute. I see a lot of fitters are switching to that style of knife.
Yeah. I quite like the finish on these brushed, the brushed ones. I think that's quite a nice finish. But there isn't too much difference between this and that. This one's a bit fatter on your hand, but there isn't much difference between cutting with them, I'd say.
Just what you're used to.
And it's not too far off if you've been using a Dolphin. It's not too far off what you've been using before, so you don't have to get into it as much as you would if you'd stepped off this and gone to that. You'd be noticing a bit of difference. But I've never really. This is a thing. I've started with that. I've never thought twice about it. Then when I get sitting next to someone who's got some quality bit of kit like this, I start to look at it. Makes me want it. So it's once you see what's available on the market, you realise I have been stuck in a big rut, and I've been kicked out of it rather than pulled myself out of it. So a lot of this gear I didn't even know existed, but it might work out quite expensive.
The only thing I found disappointing with the Mozart knives is it's the pouches and the fixing on the back. It doesn't clip on your pants, so really you need some sort of knife holder.
Yeah.
The first ones I got was the Union Jack ones, and I got a friend of mine who's a leathersmith to make me those pouches, and then Steve Russell at RWS, he sells them.
Yeah.
And then I come across the Snick electrician's pouch. It's a bit old and battered. I think it was about £5, but I don't think you can buy those anymore. I've struggled finding one. And then I saw you with one of those, Dan, the Tough Build.
Yeah.
But what are those? About the tenner?
Yeah, they're not much. I had mine off eBay. You had yours off Amazon. We went full circle with that. I saw Brian and other fitters and instructors with pouches, and I wanted one. Went off and bought this, and then Brian sees that one and wants to know where I got mine from. So basically, I copied him, and then he wanted some back.
Everything fits in, though.
I mean, you've got everything there. You can go out for a week with that, can't you?
I usually have my tape measure clipped on the front. I've got my Lano knife, my raw founder, and a couple of awls in, and my 3 knives.
Yeah, and I just keep my knives together with mine. I had to throw it in the bag, or if you just got to go into a house for something that just needs a knife, you can just pull it out with you, stick your awl or something in the side of it. So I think a pouch is quite a good thing. It just keeps them together in your bag. Obviously you don't need one, you can put them in your side pockets, but I have had a policeman moan at me once when I was up the street for having one in my pocket, but I think when it's your trade you're allowed to carry one, but I don't think
just unclip it.
Yeah, I don't think they appreciate you in the pub after work with two of them in your
not
pockets.
Really. Paul, you do a couple of pouches at Jansen, don't you? I know the Americans have the leather one. You do like a version of that, don't you?
Yeah, we do the 534 level one, which will hold you two knives. You'll get 2 knives and then you line a knife in as well.
And what do those sell at?
Come back to you on that.
Yeah,
the
a lot of the Americans use the tanned leather cases. I think it's like a copy.
I'll tell you what I've seen that the Americans use. I quite like. I don't know where I saw a video the other day, and it was a leather tool bucket. So it was a leather bucket with pouches around it, and so you can put your knives around the edge and your other stuff in the middle. I thought that looked like a good bit of kit.
Save dragging your heavy toolbox everywhere. Just put your
yeah. I mean, you could have one for hard floor, one for carpet. I mean that. I know Paul's here, but that Jansen bag that I've got there, that's probably about the best tool bag I've bought.
It's the same bag I use.
Yeah, I think they call them like a tote bag, isn't it? One like that with a handle. Yeah. The style. I'd been buying them McAllister ones from B&Q or somewhere, and they was quite good. But then I saw people with one of them wanted to be in the gang.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got one of them, and I must say it is. I don't use so much the pockets on the outside, but it's a good bag.
The only thing I don't like about it is the big flaps at the front.
Yeah.
I mean, I took mine off, to be honest.
Well, one of them's gone missing on mine because it got stuck under something when I pulled my tool bag out. But I don't use the things that hold the pens and that. I use the inside pockets. Yeah. But it fits your stretcher in. The adjustable door straight edge fits in it. It's quite good. And there is a flap that goes on top that you can have your name engraved in if you can't remember it.
So what's the price of those pouches, Paul?
Again, I'll have to get them. They're not in this book. I'll have to get back to you on them because we don't. It's not in our book. It's not something we sell a lot of.
No problem.
That I can get.
So Dan, are we like to give us a knife away or something? Give a tool away. We've not given anything away for a bit. Is that the new colour?
Selected that, yeah. It's a purple haze, so it's a good, nice colour. So we'll raffle that off.
Yeah, raffle some days.
And we'll give the winner on the next tool review of that. So that's something we've got to give away. We have got something a lot better than that to give away on the next thing.
Next week.
We'll have to wait till that comes. But they also sell these Crane loop pile cutter. I use a Roberts one because everyone knows I'm tight and buy the cheaper one.
See, I use the Crane one.
Yeah, and the Crane one is quite better because the end of it has got support. The Roberts one, you can bend it in your tool bag, the end, and you have to bend it back. This again, like I say, with all the Crane stuff, it's over-engineered, and if you like your good stuff, it's the way to go. I like my Roberts stuff because it's the right money, it does the job, it doesn't feel cheap, but again, it's up to you, your choice. If you do want to buy the best, this is the one I'd say to buy. But how much is that?
For the loop pile?
Yeah.
£34.
Yeah, see, that's not too bad, is it?
Yeah. With 15 blades.
Yeah, and so it comes with the blades as well. So I don't. It's not even expensive, is it?
Not really, no.
No.
Right then, we'll wrap that up. So this week's blades, we're giving away this new dolphin knife, purple haze.
That's been donated to us.
We'll have a look through our new subscribers and to pull a name out.
Yeah,
we'll announce that next week.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks for coming down, Paul.
No worries. Cheers, Paul. Thank you.
See ya.